Welcome to Broom Talk, the podcast where witches, healers, magic makers gather to share their journeys, their magic, and their truths. I'm your host, Priestess Mellisa of Enchanted Dragonfly, inviting you to take a seat at the broom circle because the real magic is in the stories we tell. So let's stir the cauldron and speak the spell. So I have another magical being with me today. So tell us your name and your business name.
I'm Ken Raye, and I'm the owner of Kenneth Raye Wandcraft,
Nice.
maker of magical items.
Yes, and could you tell us a little bit about your business?
My business, I've been doing wands for, 20 years at this point, probably, and I have expanded into other little items because I'm a woodworker by trade anyway, so whatever I can come up with. And whatever a lot of my ideas come from customers.
Oh, nice.
Who ask for something custom. Can you do this? Can you do that? And that's how I sort of follow my path with making.
Yeah, the universe will bring you that little bit of a
Exactly
a message, and just go with it.
Yeah.
And can you tell us where you're located?
I'm at right in Upton. My shop is right on my own property. Nice. I'm on Mechanic Street in Upton, so It works out nicely to be able to step outside and into my workshop.
Yeah, so. Less traveling. Sometimes that travel alone can be a little bit of a...
Yeah, this was a big commute, 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
Wow, I never have to drive that much.
Well, I hope you're okay from your travels.
Oh, yeah, I made it. There was a turkey at one point. It was crazy. Crazy traffic.
All over the place, yeah. And they don't get out of the way when you beep. They're just in there. So how did you start doing what you do?
Interesting. My brother actually started, and it was way back when Harry Potter started up, and he said, hey, can I do something in your workshop? And he came out and wanted to make some gifts for his niece and nephews. Wanted to make his wands. So he's tinkering around and making wands. And then somebody she's in Salem now, New England Magic. She used to be in Rockport at the time. And she wanted him to make more wands for her. She loved them. And he's like, I don't do this. He says, do you want to do this? I said, yeah, I think it would make more sense. I have the tools to do it, and I'm following the path, and he wasn't. So I started making wands then, and they've just gotten more and more extravagant over time, different woods. It's helped me to learn different wood types, local. So much is so nearby in New England. Yeah. So many of the traditional wand woods are growing in our backyards. I have 30 different species on my property alone. So, and that's how I kind of built up with selling to the store, and then Etsy, and started doing some shows, and it just built from there.
Just keeps on going.
Yeah.
It's funny
so it's been organic.
Path, one path, one step in one direction.
Kind of how my life goes. So whatever the next thing comes up, I do it.
And what type of practitioner would you say you are?
I would say, I guess you'd call me Green Witch, very earth-based.
Okay.
Earth-based religion. So I spend a lot of time in the woods, and around a fire.
Yeah, nice campfire.
Yeah,
nice.
That's how I would describe it anyway. My wife is also a practitioner, but I'd say we're both soul practitioners. We do a few rituals together on the Sabbats, but pretty much we stick to ourselves with what we do. But it's worked out well for us.
Good. Nice. So what is your spiritual origin story or an awakening moment?
Basically, how did I get on the path?
Yeah.
That's interesting because my path was very meandering. I was always close to nature as a kid. I was in Boy Scouts, and I loved being out camping. I had woods right behind my house. I spent all my time in the woods. And really, after I met my wife in art college, we both had that same nature feeling, but she was brought up Protestant, I was Catholic. We didn't know what paganism was, you know what I mean? Yeah. But we were being pagan and we didn't realize it, So it was really many years before we suddenly realized what was going on, Yeah. So it was very slow coming. So it was a lot of people say, oh, I found paganism and that was it. But it kind of rolled in and we realized, oh, look at us, we're pagan. We didn't even know we were doing it. So It was very cool. I like that way of doing it because it feels natural.
Yeah.
We didn't choose it; it chose us.
Yeah, it's like right back to the way it was way before Christianity, and paganism was like the main way people celebrated life and had their belief in a higher power.
Yeah,
it goes back so
exactly.
far. Nice. So, what's your daily spiritual or magical practice like?
It's probably just what I do on a daily basis. You know, I make furniture during the day. I'm always working with wood, and the wood that I use for my furniture is reclaimed.
Nice.
So it's got this old energy to it. You know, it's just a different. So a lot of the wands I make are from the wood from the furniture. So
nice.
A lot of my wands are reclaimed wood, and just the feeling of them is people feel it when they pick it up. It's not a Home Depot dowel, you know.
No,
it's everything's either foraged or it's from an old barn that's
awesome.
200, 300 years old. So just my daily work of using my hands and making things is really my connection.
Nice. That's important too. You have that connection.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Yeah,
I consider myself very lucky that way.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. Who or what inspires your path the most?
My grandfather inspired me to be a maker, really. You know, I started out after school, I was doing illustration and things like that, but he always just did things by hand. Everything was built by hand, and when I was a kid, I didn't even know to buy things. You just made it if you needed it, you know, so he was a big inspiration for me to become a maker, and my father inspired me to be closer to nature because he got me into Boy Scouts and stuff like that. So I'd say those are two heavy inspirations for me.
Nice. Awesome. It's important that you still have that connection with family, especially to have such an imprint that you still to this day are on that path.
Oh yeah, I still have old tools, my grandfather's.
Awesome.
Some of them I use and some of them are hanging up because I don't want to ruin them.
Yeah.
But you know, the shop is his shop, you know. I always feel him there with me, you know.
That's awesome, and especially that energy seriously imprints on things like that too.
Absolutely.
So, that's great. What was your biggest challenge you faced on your journey, and how did you overcome it?
That's a tough question. A challenge on my journey. I guess you know, with a lot of people who have grown up Catholic, the rest of the family doesn't quite get what you're doing.
True.
So I guess some of the challenge was letting that out, and I would credit my wife for making more of the family aware to it, because I kind of wasn't saying anything. But that was probably the bigger challenge of you know, when we got married again, we didn't know we were pagan yet, but we basically had a pagan wedding. You know, we had someone come in that was not affiliated, and we did it outdoors and everything. So, you know, my grandmother didn't think we actually got married. She was like, why aren't you, you know, we have a priest in the family. Why didn't he marry you? I don't understand what's going on here. Why aren't we in a church? So that was probably the bigger challenge of my path anyway, is just being able to be pagan and with the family realizing it. I don't know if everybody still does, but my parents do.
Yeah, nice. That's awesome that, like, you weren't even realizing what kind of path you were on, but we're just naturally drawn to that and just walking that path anyway.
Yeah.
To the point where you incorporate it into a very important moment in your life with your wife.
Yeah, we couldn't
awesome.
neither of us could see. I mean, we weren't following our churches as it was. We were just brought up that way. So neither of us could see doing that. It would be like a farce. It didn't feel right. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So we kind of made it up, and we went, oh, that's what we should have been doing. We didn't even realize it.
Yeah, go with that gut feeling for sure.
Exactly.
What tools, methods, or spirits guide your work?
Well, I guess I answered that with my grandfather. Literal tools.
Literal,
the literal tools are the tools that guide me. You know, having those old, they have their own old energy to them. Those connections around kind of guide me, and just having. I mean, even where I live now, I'm against the woods. I work on the trails that are behind my house all the time. I just keep a solid connection with nature at all times, and I have an ADD mind like a lot of people, and sometimes the best thing to do is just get out in the woods, clear the head, because in the shop with orders and things like that, I'm walking in circles sometimes, not finding my direction, and I get lost. And so having nature close by keeps me grounded.
Good, like literally. Yeah. That's good. It's important, especially with the quote unquote concrete jungles that we're surrounded with every day, because all the development and there's lots of woods. So to be able to have that access behind us is really good.
Yeah, we got very lucky. The town bought and protected this big piece of land, and I volunteered to take care of the trails. So that's one of my jobs.
Nice.
Now it's just to keep everything good out there and make sure it's taken care of and not getting abused. So.
Yeah, good. Awesome. How do you stay energetically protected and grounded?
Fire. Having a fire is really the best way for me to ground, and to feel brushed up on my path. You know how you walk away from the path once in a while because you're busy. Yeah. You're doing the day to day, and you're like, Lanasa went by, I didn't do anything, and that happens all the time. So just some nights I step out and I go, I need a fire. Yeah. It's like I need a drink. You go, I need a fire. Yeah. You go out there, light a nice fire, sit by that for a few hours, connect, look at the stars. That's one of my big remedies.
Nice. It smells so good too.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Awesome. I'd wear it as cologne if I could.
Yeah, they should make that.
I would take campfire cologne. My wife wouldn't like it.
Go make a campfire cologne for this guy.
Yeah, I'll buy it in a second.
That's awesome. That would smell so
My
good.
beard oil is already that smell.
Is it really? Yeah. That's nice. What's one common misconception about your craft or your work?
Misconception, I guess, people who obviously don't follow the path. I sell to a lot of potter people, and I sell to a lot of real practitioners, and sometimes a mix of the two, but generally people who come in and go, oh, this is neat, and start mishandling my wands, and that's why it's hard to do shows sometimes. Yeah. People just figure it's a stick that I sharpened, and that's all it is, and I do actually quickly turn some simple wands and color them for children to try to. If you've got a kid that's going to start grabbing things, go to those. Please take those. There's nothing really special about them. I don't really use a lathe when I make the wands, but when I do the kids' ones, I do. I always feel like a lathe is cheating. It seems too easy. I do everything by hand, Yeah. And cheating. Different styles, but the lathe, I mean, people do beautiful lathe work. I don't want to discount people who do really beautiful lathe stuff, but when I look at wands online or whatever, they're usually lathe turned, and they look a little too pristine for me, for my style. So even the ones that you would think are lathe turned, when you look at them, when you spin them, you'll realize they're wonky. They're not perfect. Yeah. If hand done, it just feels more correct to me, and then some of them are branch style and whatnot. So, nice. Yeah. What was the question? Did I get lost?
No, you got it. It was the misconception about the craft of work, but yeah, you got it. But yeah, thank you. Can you share a powerful or memorable client transformation?
A client transformation?
Yeah, a powerful or memorable one.
I'm not sure I understand.
Did a customer have something that was that they shared with you that affected them because of the wands that?
I get it a lot.
Oh, nice.
I love it. A lot of my sales are on Etsy, and I'll talk to people all over the world, and just the responses that I get when they open it up and wield it and tell me, it just fills me. I do it for free if I could, but we all need money. Yeah. Just for that response, it's really nice to do shows because you get people, you get that right in person, and they get to look at multiples and wave their hand over or whatever makes them connect to it and suddenly say, this is my wand. I made that a year ago and it's been waiting for you. Other ones I made yesterday and they're gone. But I do a lot of custom work through Etsy, and just to hear someone say, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be, you know, or better, makes me so happy, you know.
Awesome.
So
nice
yeah, it happens a lot.
Good. It's nice to hear that.
If it didn't, I wouldn't be doing it anymore.
Right? Yeah, you'd be like, well, is this working?
Yeah.
Crickets. What sacred self-care practices keep you aligned?
I think I'd go back to fire with that. That's my self-care, fire and getting into the woods. I mean, it's my daily thing. And constantly viewing nature. I mean, I'm probably annoying with people sometimes because I'll identify trees as we're walking along, or I'll see an animal through the woods that they're like, how did you just see that? I'm like, I can't see the words in front of me, but my peripheral vision, I can pick up a deer at 300 yards through the woods.
That's awesome.
It's just staying connected. I'm always connected with nature. I'm barely connected with the rest of the world. It feels like sometimes. So
yeah, I feel like it's just like it's such a surface depth with the rest of the world, but to go in nature, it goes deeper, and you just that connection.
Yeah, when I have friends, if I talk to someone and they're having a hard time and they're not feeling good about themselves, I said, go outside, take your shoes off, get in the grass, just be quiet in nature for a little while. Just let the rest go.
Absolutely. Good advice. What does success look like to you as a spiritual business owner?
I haven't even gotten there yet. I don't know. Success. I would love if the wands could sustain me. That would be success, you know. And even the furniture is tough. The two things together, I feel good doing it. So I guess that's success in itself. It makes me feel good. It's not necessarily monetary, because that's not either path that I chose was monetary. It's just being able to do what I like to do all the time and getting, again, appreciation for what I do. People telling me that they're happy. I'm a pleaser, you know. I want people to be happy and feel like they got something special. And if they don't, I get concerned. I'll replace it for nothing. I don't care. I'll do whatever has to happen to make sure that you're happy. Luckily, I haven't had to redo things very often at all.
That's good, especially with a lot of work involved. Do you follow the moon, astrology, or seasonal cycles in your work?
Mostly the moon.
Nice.
Mostly the moon, yeah. We definitely celebrate the Sabbats, but and I love New England because of 4 seasons. You know, people say, how do you stay? The winter's going to end. It's going to be spring. It's going to be beautiful. Spring's going to end. It's going to be summer. I just love having the seasons, but it's mostly, I'm usually following the moon.
Nice. Awesome. What's something you wish more people knew about energy work, divinations, rituals, what have you?
What do I do?
Yeah, no, what do you wish other people knew more about it?
Oh, I'd like to know more about everything. Really. I mean, I'm always in awe of people like yourself and people that I meet at the shows that they just know so much. I don't think I can retain information well enough. I'm all full of wood things in my head, you know. But the connections that other people have, I'm always in awe. So really, I don't have a single answer for that. I would love to be connected with many different paths, and I kind of do that through other people, you know, by having friends that are, some are tarot readers, you know, and some are mediums. You know, they just have different paths, and I love being connected to people who have different paths.
Yeah. So that could be something that you wish more people knew, to be more connected to other.
Yeah, maybe
folks.
for just getting involved with others. You know, I mean, I admit I'm not really big in the community. I get around as much as I can, but I don't meet a whole lot of people because I'm in my shop all the time. You know? So I try to, and I'm terrible with social media, but I just post things and keep working. So I don't meet that many people. I love Etsy because I get to meet people. I've a lot of customers are friends now. I talk to people on a regular basis that have bought things. They might rebuy, they might not, but they still text me. I was talking to someone in India for a long time. I still talk to someone in Germany, down in Florida, California, Australia. I mean, I've had customers all over the world and had long conversations with them, and I think it's the greatest thing.
Yeah.
So they're kind of virtual friendships, a lot of them, but it's really nice to talk to them and know their paths.
Yeah, especially from a different, not just a different walk of life, but a different part of the world.
Yeah, different cultures. It's really great to be able to talk to people and ask them questions about how they do what they do. So yeah, connecting with others is really important to me, even though I'm not physically good at it. It's great I can do it online at least.
No, that's the beauty of social media, or just the internet itself.
A
lot of people have connections.
Well, yeah, before I was really doing a lot of work on Etsy, I didn't have much connection at all with I was doing maybe one show a year. I still only do about 2, maybe 3 a year. But, that was my only time to really see people. And I was doing the same show, so I was seeing the same people over and over. I wasn't meeting a lot of different people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to diversify a bit and get out there and meet more people. So.
Awesome. If you could give one piece of advice to somebody just starting their path, what would it be?
So many people starting, it seems, think that there are rules that they need to follow, and they're looking to read books, and they think they're so used to organized religion that they think they have to do things a certain way. So I would encourage them to just follow their own heart and do what feels good to them, and not feel like you have to celebrate every Sabbath or do every single thing that you may read in a book. And some people don't like that. Some people need the rules, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, be good to people, respect other people, and follow your own path.
Yeah. Nice. That's good advice. Yeah. And what magic are you currently brewing in regards to maybe events that you're doing, or something that's coming up where you have your stuff for sale in a certain place?
Well, the October's always big for me, as it is for a lot of us in the community. But I have the Witches Night Out Samhain show is going to be happening down in Rhode Island.
Nice.
And I've got your show coming up.
Thank you.
And I may be doing Celebrate Samhain up in Nashua.
Nice.
So those are the 3. And I'm also trying to supply Joanna up at Touch of Magic is down the street. New England Magic up in Salem. She always needs a lot of wands for the holiday, but I'll try and get her as many as I can as well. So right now I have about 50 wands lined up on my table that I've been knocking out, and I still want to try to get more done. So it's tough. Some wands go quickly, and some wands I stop and I go, wait, I can't do this right now. It has to go aside, and I'll put so much detail into it. I can't even charge for what the time I spend on it. But so I'm trying to ramp up for these events and hope that I have plenty. Some shows, like with everybody, some shows sell really well and some don't. But you want to be prepared.
Yes, absolutely. It's better than have more than enough than sell not enough and be like,
And I have to keep Etsy going, which my store dwindles often because I don't get things up there. But Etsy is very active right now.
Good.
So
Good. Awesome. And I have fun questions for you. What is your sun, moon, and rising sign, if you know them?
I don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't know them. Maybe you could tell me later.
I could run your chart for you.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite crystal, herb, or tool that you always work with?
I love amethyst.
Ah, nice.
I do love amethyst, and there's a woman that's usually at Magical Marketplace and Celebrate Samhain that has lots of rough crystals for really cheap, and she loves to supply me, so I try to get as much little amethyst, citrine, whatever she can give me. She usually hands me a big pile and says, it's $1. And I'm like, no, that's not acceptable. But amethyst is definitely my favorite. So I'm kind of connected with Bridget and Imbolc. I'm born on the 4th of February, so I'm I'm an Imbolc person.
Yeah.
And amethyst goes right along with that. It just feels right.
Nice. Awesome. What's your magical nickname or an archetype that you resonate with?
I don't think I have one.
The wand man.
Yeah. What other people call me is, I'm generally the wand guy. Oh, the wand guy's here. Yeah. And if it's furniture, I'm the wood guy. But either way, that's pretty much it.
Find something cool for you.
I probably have about 40 or 50 nicknames, but as far as magical goes, that's about it.
Tea or tincture?
Tea.
Tarot or runes?
Runes.
Cauldron or candle?
Candle.
Nice. If your spirit guide had a voice, what would it sound like?
Probably deep but soothing.
Mm-hmm. Like a Viking guy, kind of, maybe. Norse guy, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Without the heavy accent.
Without the heavy accent, yeah. Just smooth, maybe like Sean Connery, even though he was Scottish. But
Yeah, an Irish accent would work. Definitely an Irish accent would be the thing.
Nice. And do you have any pets?
I do. I have a dog named Luna.
Oh.
She's 10 now.
Oh.
And she is my hiking dog, my shop dog. She's just my little girl. I mean, she is very loyal, very sweet, and yeah, as soon as we get to the edge of the woods, she's off the leash because she'll stay right with me. And I'm sad that she's already 10.
Yeah,
it's gone by quickly.
What kind of dog is she?
She's a plot hound mix. She came up from Puerto Rico. We just got her at a shelter, and she was just the right puppy for us, you know.
Aw, that's cool.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Even my wife loves her, and my wife is a cat person.
Yeah.
She says, "This is the first dog I've loved, so this is it. We can't get another one after her."
So those were all the questions I had for you. Was there anything that you wanted to talk about?
I think I've covered everything that I've done. I think you've heard it all. I'm happy to hear from you. If you want to find me through Etsy, we'll become friends.
Yeah. I feel like I can put your Etsy link in the description.
Absolutely.
And come check out his wands. His woodwork is fantastic, and he'll also be at the Enchanted Market in October. And as always, come check us out at Enchanted Dragonfly Metaphysical Shop at 99 Church Street, Whitensville, Massachusetts. And give this podcast episode some love by liking the episode and follow our channel, subscribe. And other than that, blessed be. And love y'all.